Hi everyone, I'm Bolin Liu, a software engineer from Microsoft. Today, I'm so glad to share my STEM story with you. It's all about my personal experience on software engineering road, and I hope you will enjoy this 15 minutes talk. Alright, let me introduce myself first. I was born and raised in Anhui, China. Anhui is a province in Middle East area of China mainland, as shown in the left image, and it's very close to Shanghai. Maybe some of you have been to Shanghai before. People always like to use panda as a representative of China. There is no panda in my hometown, but my hometown does have a lot of bamboo, just like what you see in the right image. And this guy is just me. Later, I went to a university in Beijing named the Beijing Institute of Technology, and my major is electrical engineering. I spent one full 4 years there for my undergraduate study, and I will show you an interesting project I did at that time later. After graduation, I left Beijing and moved to Canada to pursue my master's degree on computer engineering. I studied at McMaster University in a city named Hamilton, just next to Toronto. There is a very famous fall around that area. Maybe you have heard its name, Niagara. As shown in the bottom right image, Niagara Fall is also the country border for both US and Canada. You can visit it from both sides. It's really amazing and definitely deserve a travel. After I graduated from McMaster University at 2018, I moved to Redmond, Washington, started my job at Microsoft as a software engineer. For now, I am working on the development of human face-related techniques like face recognition, face anti-spoofing. I believe many of you have seen these techniques in your daily life. For example, when your parents try to unlock their phone or computer by just looking at its front screen without doing anything else. They are actually using the face recognition technique. Simply put, face recognition tech is used to help a machine recognize people and identify the right user. I will give you more background on this later. Okay, next, I want to talk about my tech journey. Back to my undergraduate time, I was addicted to motion sensing devices and games like PlayStation, Xbox, and I was really curious on how that device can understand my hand gesture or body moving, and even correspond to my motion. That is so fun to me. If you have never tried this kind of game, you are very welcome to Microsoft main campus at Redmond, and you can try the amazing motion sensing Xbox game in Microsoft Store. Back then, I got a simple device from my professor as shown in the left picture. You just need to connect it with any computer, and then you can have your virtual hands in the computer. There is also a game provided by the device manufacturer, as shown in the right picture. You can use that virtual hands to play a virtual piano. This experience just opened a door to a magic world for me. That magic world consists of hardware, software, and your imagination. With them, you can create whatever you want. In that year, I studied a lot on how this hardware and software work, and how can this little stuff read my gesture and tell computer what to do. With more knowledge, I decided to create something by myself. So first, I have a team, and I have two awesome team members. And we don't really like, so we like the piano game, but we don't really like a paper-like 2D piano. We want a 3D one, a three-dimensional piano in our vision. Then I worked with my teammates, made a simple 3D display device using just the 4 transparent glasses. I will show you now. It's just like these devices. This glasses pyramid. There is nothing fancy or complicated behind this 3D display. It's all about light reflection. I guess all of you have heard of light reflection, right? But let's skip those tech details here in this short talk. You don't have to know how the light reflection can give us a 3D object inside this glass pyramid. But if you are interested, we can talk about this later. You guys can email me for more details. The story is, with this great idea, we participated in an international undergraduate electronics design contest. And with much effort, my team finally created an interactive system with several fun games. People can use their hand to control the 3D object inside this glass pyramid and enjoy the virtual world inside. So the 3D object will be something like this, like what you can see in the middle and right images. You can see there is a bunch of stuff in the middle image, and there is an airplane in the right image. You know what? I do have a demo video for you to see how this 3D interactive system work. Okay, cool. This is my team. And this guy is me. This is my professor. And these two are my best friends and also my teammates. And okay, let's proceed with the demo video. So as you can see, there is a bunch of stuff in this glass pyramid. So first, you can see there is an avatar girl inside it, in the middle. And this avatar is actually made by considering the appearance of the only female teammate inside this team. And we just give her pictures to the to one company and ask them to help us make this 3D avatar. So there are 3 objects inside this glass pyramid, except the avatar girl. You can also see the piano and the airplane, and all of them represent a different game. And you can also see 3 buttons in front of them, and that represent the entry of each game. So due to the limit time, let's go to my favorite piano game first. Yeah, so by switching the camera view, you can see the different side of this 3D object, and that's the difference between the 2D and the 3D, right? And I'm the guy who was doing this demo, and you can see my hand above the hand gesture reading device, and you can also see this virtual hand. Yeah, every time when I press this button, that means I try to enter one game. So let's proceed with the piano game. Sorry for the noise from this video. This video is actually very old, from 6 years ago, and yeah, I was in that demo, and people surrounding me kept asking questions on this demo. They are they have a lot of interest on this. So you can see I can spin this 3D piano to check all the details.
这个模型是你自己建的吗？
对。上。
And once the user is ready, the user can zoom in and try to play a real song, just like this. So I zoomed in, and now I can see my virtual hands, and I can even play some simple song. I was controlling my finger to press those fake buttons. Sorry, fake key. Alright, now I exited that game. And maybe we can also have a look of this airplane game. User can use both of their hands to control the flight of this plane. And you can see, like, you can check details from different viewpoints, like from two sides and from the frontal view and from the back. And you can even open the file like this. But this is not clear in this demo video. I really hope I can have a chance to show you this in person. Yeah, maybe someday I will be able to make it to be a real 3D gaming product, who knows. Okay. That's about this demo video. And that's about this electronics design contest. I benefit a lot from this contest. I learned how to work with others. I learned how to develop skills by myself. And finally, with much effort, our team won first prize. And I was so proud of this team. And this experience inspired me to keep going on the software engineering road. Next, I want to share what I did during graduate school in Canada. I like photography and I take a lot of photos during my leisure time. I also very enjoy the photo editing or image editing using different software. That's why I chose the research direction image processing for my master degree. Image processing research is not practice on how to edit image manually. Instead, it's trying to teach computer doing all kinds of editing itself automatically. I can give you some examples of image processing. So first, look at the left image, like this. With this kind of technique, we can restore the bad quality old photos from hundreds of years ago, just as the left picture here. And you can call this technique as image restoration technique. Also, with computer's help, we can do something even more complicated, as what you can see in the middle image. Sometimes when you take a photo for some object far away from you, the final photo may be very vague, without much details. But image processing technique can help you to fill the details and even upscale the photo into a better shape. So you can imagine the right side is from the camera directly, but the left side is what we improved by using image processing technique. And the technique here, you can call it as image super resolution. You can see either the image restoration result or the image super resolution result is much better than what we see directly from real world, from a real world old image or from a real world bad photo. And also we can do something like the right image show. Sometimes when you take a photo of some good scenario, but but the photo could be really foggy due to the weather, right? And you can also rely on the image processing technique to remove the haze or the fog from the image. Like you can see the left is something you see before, and the right is something you see after. Kind of interesting, right? You don't have to know how these techniques work at this moment, but I hope you get the basic idea how software techniques can help people in their daily life. Maybe someday you will become the person who help others using your software work. Okay, last I want to introduce what I am doing in Microsoft. My team is developing diverse human face related techniques. The most important one is how to teach computer recognize a person so that computer can know this is John, this is Mary. This is actually very helpful in people's life. For example, help people to unlock their computer or cell phone without typing a complicated password. And this is also much safer. You don't have to keep your password in your mind all the time and still worry about someone else can find it and steal your information. If you are curious how a computer can recognize a face, I can give you some simple idea here. The computer does not really store a real face photo for later comparison purpose. That's too complicated and in a low efficiency. The computer will remember some key features of your face, like how big is your mouth, the width and height, what's the angle between your eyes and the nose, something like that. Next time, when the computer see a face trying to log in, it will check those numbers and see whether they match the owner's features. However, in the real-world production, the face features we used are a little more complicated. They are not just those width, height, and angle numbers, but they require more mathematical study in your future. Hope you can figure it out someday by yourself. Another very interesting project I can share is we can also do the mask detection today. Basically, we can teach computer check whether a person wear a mask properly in public place. If not, the computer can give him or her a kind reminder. This could be very helpful when people, especially when people suffer pandemic COVID-19 today. All right, that's all about my tech journey today. If I have to give you some advice, I would say never lose your curiosity. Always be curious to explore the world. And at the meantime, try to work with others, learn from others, and finally help others, and also help yourself to achieve more, help the whole world to be a better place. I believe that's a goal for all of us. All right, these are contacts of us. The first three are where you can find the Nubi. The last one is my work email address. You are very welcome to email me for more discussion and even more questions. Thank you for your listening. That's all today. I'm Bolin. Hope to meet you in person in the future. Thanks.